Welcome to the Quick Galloper YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, share and hit the notification bell. The 2026 The Viceroy Trophy is scheduled for Saturday, June 20th. The Quick Galloper shares with its viewers the past 6 winners of this prestigious Grade 1 event.
Off for the Viceroy Trophy. Supreme Soul came out at the back. Universal Boss comes out running quickly. Sir Alton and Sentient, these three form a line. Tuna Ciliata tracks them close up as they flash past the 7. Supreme Soul now overtakes the trailer Summer Sun. Down the far side they go in the Viceroy Trophy. They're approaching the final 6 furlongs, and Universal Boss presses Sir Alton. Tuna Ciliata right there. These three almost abreast. Sentient and Supreme Soul race as a team in behind. Forget Summer Sun. They approach the final 5/8. They leave it behind them and head now to the half mile, and the leader's beginning to bunch. Sir Alton bunching up. There's Tuna Ciliata making ground. Universal Boss is right there on the outside. Sentient is some 3 lengths in behind them. Supreme Soul needs to make up 5 or 6 lengths, and Summer Sun struggling at the back. They leave the 7/16 in the Viceroy Trophy. They're about to arrive at the final 3/8 of a mile, and Universal Boss continues to trouble Sir Alton, who now has the lead from Tuna Ciliata. Sentient is back and forth. Supreme Soul is under an urge as they go flashing past the 5/16, and Summer Sun has made progress, but they're into the lane, and Sir Alton, the American, grabs the lead. Watch Tuna Ciliata down against the rail, getting the right-hand stick in rapid fire motion, and these two are the battlers as they arrive at the furlong pole, and Tuna Ciliata now takes charge over Sir Alton. Tuna Ciliata opening up 2 or more inside the final 16th. It's Tuna Ciliata and Dane Nelson. Dane Nelson and Anthony Nunes will have a double as they win the Viceroy Trophy with Tuna Ciliata by 5. Sir Alton is next over Summer Sun, then Sentient and Supreme Soul. A mile to run. Field in line for the Viceroy Trophy thereof. Sentient just comes out at the back, along with Nipster. Duke took off quickly, attacked by Legality. Tuna Ciliata settled down just in behind them. Roy Rogers now begins to gain down against the rail, tracked closely by Sentient. One of a kind races up next as they're stringing out. Nipster in behind, ahead of only one, Crimson. Down the back stretch they go. They leave the 6 and run to the 5. Legality is racing out wide. Roy Rogers on the rail, and in between them the Grey Duke. Tuna Ciliata stalks them back and forth, possibly 3.5 lengths off the lead as they arrive at the 5 and slip past it. Sentient races next with One of a Kind. In behind them that's Nipster, and Crimson now trails. About to arrive at the half mile and go rushing into the turn. The pace should increase. Roy Rogers tries to slip away from them. Duke and Legality in close proximity. There goes Sentient, One of a Kind. Tuna Ciliata now asked to bubble to the boil as the leaders run past the 3/8 pole. Nipster now begins his run. In behind them, that's Crimson at the back. But they are arriving at the 5/16 in the Viceroy Trophy, and it's One of a Kind who has that lead. One of a Kind out in front. Sentient is the one down against the rail now, trying to reel the leader in, but One of a Kind continues to hold the advantage. Here is Nipster on the outside now, kicking in. One of a Kind battling Nipster. These two will arrive at the furlong pole almost locked together. One of a Kind continues to hold the lead, but Nipster is whittling away at it, and now Nipster points inside the final 16th. One of a Kind, he's not done yet. He's fighting right back under a vigorous ride. One of a Kind wins the Viceroy over Nipster. And then Sentient, Crimson and Duke. They're off. A mile ahead of them. Fair start. Calculus and King Arthur the first to escape the confines of the gate. I've Got Magic now begins to roll, and I've Got Magic goes straight to the front. From King Arthur and a Calculus, further and beyond, sitting just in behind them, overtaken narrowly by excessive force, and Crimson at the back as they approach the final 6 furlongs. They're on the back stretch and making their way now toward the 5 as they leave the 6 behind them. I've Got Magic on that lead. Excessive Force and King Arthur teaming up in behind. Calculus races close to them and further and beyond joins the group, separated by no more than 2.5 lengths. As they leave the 5/8, the tempo should now increase as they run toward the final half mile. I've Got Magic tested by Excessive Force. Further and beyond, the horse of the year now drops down into third. Calculus is right in behind them in fourth and wound up for more run. King Arthur is faded when the tempo increased. Forget Crimson at the moment as they run toward the final 3/8 of a mile. They're there now. I've Got Magic putting in a brave performance, tested by Excessive Force. Further and beyond, stoked up by Haladine, and now begins to edge closer as they leave the 5/16. Calculus can also come with a run, but they're into the lane. I've Got Magic has the beating of Excessive Force, it seems. Further and beyond, asked to close up on the outside. Widest of all, that's Calculus, but it's I've Got Magic and Excessive Force who do battle. They run toward the furlong pole. Excessive Force on the inside now comes through and gets rid of I've Got Magic, and it is Excessive Force and a Jordan Barrett. This could be a double for Philip Fiani OD. They will take the Viceroy Trophy in fine style, 5 or more. I've Got Magic beats Calculus, close between Further and Beyond and Crimson. Viceroy Trophy, an even start. I Am Fred shows out wide in the red silks. King Arthur is running fast toward the rail. Mahogany is now moving in between them. Sister and Treasure, as they leave the 7, races next with the yellow sash. Calculus is right there, and at the back it's a Positive ID. Charging up now toward the final 6. King Arthur rules the roost at the moment, leaving the 6. Mahogany is a half a length down and waiting to strike. I Am Fred is 2 lengths in behind them, watching them closely. Calculus a further 2 lengths down. Then Sister and Treasure, and Positive ID has a mountain to climb. They've left the 5 and run to the half mile. King Arthur battling for that lead now. Pulling right alongside, that's Mahogany, and these 2 battle for it. I Am Fred watching them 2 lengths back. Calculus is another 2, and now being urged to get closer. So too Sister and Treasure as they're all stringing out, and Positive ID going nowhere at the moment. 3 furlongs to run in the Viceroy Trophy, and it is Mahogany taken on by, in the red silks, I Am Fred. The match race is on. King Arthur is faded back. Calculus now wound up for run. They're coming into the top of the lane in the Viceroy Trophy, and I Am Fred in the red silks now hits the front. Mahogany will try the fight back toward the outside. Calculus now asked to get them, but I Am Fred holds the lead. Mahogany not quitting yet, but I Am Fred now takes the upper hand. Inside the final furlong, it is I Am Fred responding to the left-hand stick. Here is Calculus now asked to close on the outside, but I Am Fred sticks to the task. This is the Viceroy Trophy. I Am Fred and Action Pack Real Loose take it over Calculus, Mahogany, and a Positive ID. Trophy. Rough Entry gets a great start, rushes through, gets that lead. Atomica left back in second as they make their way now toward the 7. Is that a fact? Is some 4 lengths in behind the leading group? And at the back of the field, being outclassed at the moment, Green Gold Rush. Down the back stretch they go. They run toward the final 6, and Atomica runs the way she likes. She's now gone for that lead. Is that a fact? Is sent in pursuit and now pulls alongside to make eye contact. Rough Entry right in behind them, running in their slipstream, just about 1.5 to 2 lengths off those leaders. And Green Gold Rush running badly at the moment as they leave the 5 and run toward the half mile. It's a duel up front. Atomica on the outside. Is that a fact? Right there, these 2 nose to nose. Rough Entry waiting on them to fold as they leave the half mile pole, and forget Green Gold Rush at the moment. And now Atomica is asked to kick as the rider adds a teaspoon of speed, and Atomica now goes on. Is that a fact? And Rough Entry hounding the leader as they leave the 3/8 pole. Forget Green Gold Rush needing a tow truck as they're about to arrive at the 5/16, and Atomica, the super filly, now begins to draw away from Rough Entry going in chase. Is that a fact? Looks to have cried enough. Green Gold Rush not in it at all. Atomica running the way she likes out in front. It's a Atomica getting a crack or two of the left-hand stick. They leave the 316th. The filly is looking unbeatable at this stage. They run past the furlong pole. It is Atomica. She's back to her best. Atomica is plundering this field in the Viceroy Trophy. She's running away from. They have no answers, and she will win by the length of an international airstrip. Atomica by double digits. Is that a fact? Is second. Green Gold Rush runs on to snatch third. Rough Entry floundering in fourth. They're off for the Viceroy. Tiger Amidat misses it. Supernatural Power takes off quickly, so to the speedball Mamma Mia, and Mamma Mia goes on to grab that lead. Major Danger in the black cap racing in second, just about a length and a half back. Supernatural Power races in front of Tistock as they run the far side and make their way now toward the six. They're passing it now. Tistock racing toward the back with Tiger Amidat and Inspire Force last in the strung out field. They run toward the final 5/8 of a mile. Mamma Mia matching strides with Major Danger on the outside, and Major Danger now goes on from Mamma Mia. Supernatural Power right there in third and beginning to edge closer. A break back to Tistock. A huge gap to Tiger Amidat, and forget Inspire Force. They leave the half mile and make their way now toward the 7/16th. And now Supernatural Power is sent on. Major Danger fades back in second. Tistock begins to make gains and eye-catching progress as they leave the three. A huge gap opens up to Mamma Mia. An even larger one to Tiger Amidat. Forget Inspire Force. They've left the 5/16th. Supernatural Power out in front with Dick Cardenas. They show on that lead at the top of the lane. Supernatural Power shaken up. Tistock now asked to launch an attack. It is Supernatural Power continuing to hold the advantage. Tistock getting closer with every stride. They run past the furlong pole. Supernatural Power continues to cling on to that lead. Tistock refuses to go away on the outside. It is Supernatural Power by just over a length and a half, and Supernatural Power wins the Viceroy Trophy. Tistock is second. Major Danger will be third. Inspire Force rushes through to grab fourth.
Thank you for watching another video produced by the team from QuickGallopJaya.com and its YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper. Please stay on the channel for other enlightening videos on those involved in local horse racing. Please like, subscribe, and press the notification bell.